Patricia and I am from the channel Patricia Bright. Becoming a teen can be a confusing time in any girl's life. So hopefully I can help, and this is why I'm supporting the lil-lets campaign to give you one less thing to worry about. So make sure you check out becomingateen.co.uk where you can find out lots more. So my first period story, I remember probably being at my auntie's house. I just remember feeling very embarrassed and very confused and not really knowing what to do. But for some reason, I was about 14, but I still knew, okay, this means I'm now a woman and I've started my period. How did I tell my parents? I didn't actually tell my mum. I told my auntie, and then she told my mum over the phone, and it wasn't something that we really taught. She was like, well, you're like an adult now and here's what you'll need. You should take these and this is how these all work. And she gave me lots of different goodies, almost like a little parcel filled with goodies that I could use for my next period. So at school, for me, it was really important. I didn't want people to know at all. Not that I didn't want them to know I'd started, but I wouldn't want anybody to know when I was on my period or anything like that. And I was like very, very particular. I had extras, I had wipes, I had everything. My bag would be stuffed full, and I was always very scared of like somebody going in my bag and then seeing all like this pharmacy full of like pads and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely something that I felt quite embarrassed about, but I knew that other girls were going through it, and I think it's really important to know that everyone is probably going through it at that point in time. I definitely wouldn't be anxious about, starting a period. Everybody goes through it, and the key thing to have is some kind of preparation. So watching a video like this, doing your research about it, and just having like a little spare kit or SOS kit, emergency kit that you can have with you, especially when you feel like maybe you're coming closer to the age, lots of your friends are starting their periods. It might be a sign that, okay, your time is coming soon. So just have a little kit, and that might just be, wipes and pads and tampons and all that good stuff, and just keep it relatively close to you and feel confident to share it with your friends or someone a bit older than you or a relative so that they can help you out along the journey. So at school, there's no real reason to worry about when you start, or that you started and that you started early or you started late, because we're all different and everybody will go through their cycle and their process at a different age, and it's just natural. As we all look different and we're different heights and we're different weights and we're different shades, we all have different bodies that will work in their own time. So there's no need to rush things on. It's definitely worthwhile just in enjoying what you do have while you do it, and then also enjoying when you come of age, because it means that you're coming to a new stage of life. But definitely embrace where you are at the moment, and there's lots of people who you can talk to and share your thoughts and feelings with. So when it came to tampons, I was very scared of tampons. There were lots of stories about tampons. Now that I'm older, no, are not true. The practicality of a tampon is probably 10 times better, in my opinion, than that of pads. Nowadays, there are tampons that are definitely suitable for different sizes, and even the lil-lets have their teen range, which is a bit more suitable for teenage bodies. And there is so much more out on the markets nowadays that wasn't out when I was younger. So I am definitely a convert, but I always have, some extra pads just in case. And I think it's important just to keep everything you need. So wipes and freshen ups and showering every day, twice a day, just to keep nice and fresh. And I think that it's all about feeling comfortable and confident when you're on your period. And you can definitely do that when you've got the right equipment. So people definitely can't tell when you're on your period, and if you want someone to know, you can inform them, and if you don't want people to know, then you can keep it as private as you want to, and just ensure that you have the right equipment and the goodies that you need to keep you nice and dry and clean and fresh while you're on your period. My best friend usually knew when I was on. She could probably tell just from my attitude alone, but I always let her know because she was kind of like my mouthpiece at times and could definitely make up excuses and stories for me when it was necessary. So I love having like an SOS, like, you know, special kit that I keep with me. I like to have tampons, I like to have pads, I like to have wipes, I like to have tissues, I like to have everything. And I have like even a special purse that I have, and I know that if I'm coming up to certain dates and certain times, to just have a kit and be prepared. If you know that you are having regular cycles and stuff like that, it's worthwhile keeping a little notification in your mobile phone just to let you know that, you know what, next few days you could start your period, just so you're not caught off guard. And there's apps as well that you can use that can track your cycle and see where you are.